Welcome to From the Control Room. This is a special show that we have created because the man himself has come down from Toronto, and there's no other way to introduce him but to let you know we are live with Freddie Fame. So, what's going on, King?
Yo, so glad to be here. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to all the listeners.
Yeah, man. As y'all notice, we're doing this off camera right now because certain people are too exclusive right now. You can't even know what he looks like yet. If you don't already know what he looks like, then you know what I mean. You don't need to know just yet, but you'll see him at the Culture Shock Community Cookout, aka the Block Party .4,
June 25th, right?
June 25th.
Yes.
Yes, that's a Saturday. Yes, and it's going to be at a secret location.
I'll be bringing some artists down for that event. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will also be sponsored by Soulicious Pepper Sauce. It's so worth the heat. And we're going to be having a mac and cheese eating contest as well. So if you want to sign up for that, those tickets are going to be $30. The entry to this event is going to be $20 because we're bringing you a star-studded cast, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to release those details over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned because, you know, that's just how things have to work. But how'd you find the drive?
I like it.
Okay.
I like coming down here, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I always come down here just to get away, even, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. And there's a lot of trails, a lot of places to hike out here. So you know what I mean. If you got a minute, you know what I mean.
well, when you told me about an outdoor event,
Yeah.
you know, it made a lot of sense because this area is known for their outdoor um,
Yeah.
activities, right?
Yes. Yes.
So outdoor event made sense to me. Mix some music in with some live acts.
Yep.
I heard there's gonna be some food.
We are going to have food. You know what? The Culture Shock Community Cookout. This one is going to be a potluck. So if you do manage to bring a plate, that will get you $10 off your entry. If we have package deals as well, but the food that we're going to be bringing to you is culturally inspired. So
Oh, I get it now. So we're gonna have different cultures bringing their food.
Mm-hmm.
Now that reminds me of a popular food court in Toronto.
Okay.
It's called the Downsview Flea Market.
Okay. Yes.
And in the back, you won't see any kind of fast food. You're gonna see like Hungarian cuisine,
Mm-hmm.
Chinese,
Yep.
Ecuadorian, Mexican,
That's
like
what we want.
everything. And it's amazing because you won't see that stuff anywhere else except for festivals. So
Yep.
make sure you get them tickets because Culture Shock Festival. This is sounding like something.
Culture Shock Festival is coming in August. It's a whole different ballgame.
Oh, okay.
This is a community cookout. This is
It's
like
the
a
community.
this is a one day bang it out, like you know what I mean. Let them like bring them in, bang it out, let them go home like Phineas and Ferb style. You know what I mean? Make it happen like we weren't even there. The festival though, people might I don't know if we can set up tents, but
Let's talk about the vendors.
The vendors,
You're talking about vendors earlier.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have KCE Creations. KCE Creations is comprised of Kim singer, Elissa singer, Casey Peebles, and they are three creatives that, I mean, between the four of us plus Becky, my administrator, we go by Project Overkill.
Ooh.
Because there's nothing we can't do. Between the group,
Project Overkill.
Project Overkill.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, bro, it's a phenomenal force. Graphic designer, okay, and she does more than graphic design. She handles the internet stuff. That's Elissa. She creates like different like trinkets and like creatures for like keychains and backpacks and stuff like that. Then you have Casey Peebles, who makes she made for the last event that we had, She made, I think it was 90 baskets and 35 hats in 3 weeks. She crocheted them by
I like
hand.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know what? There's some upstairs, so
I've seen some girls' outfits.
Yes.
Crochet style.
Yes.
I don't like it necessarily.
Well, that's the thing. Between Casey and Kim, they can make that. Kim, I believe, made a dragon scale dress, like a baby dragon scale dress.
I'm gonna push that over to the Toronto women that I know.
Okay.
They need some of that stuff.
All right. They have dresses ready right now. So
Okay.
yeah, they have some skirts ready right now. So you know what I mean? Like this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about with the connections. And then we have Soulicious Pepper Sauce, who has been with us since we started the Savage Circle.
That actually sounds like something I want to try. Soulicious.
Bro, it's so worth the heat. I mean, I'm not big on pepper sauce. Like I'll eat my sauce, you know what I mean? But I like as a smoker, I did a little bit of research on the cardiovascular, and pepper is something that helps flush the bacteria from your lungs. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, I got to eat more pepper. So this is the kind of pepper sauce that has flavor, though. Okay. Like there's pepper sauces that just burn your tongue, and there's pepper sauces that make you want to eat more. This is one of the latter.
My favorite pepper sauce is the Trini pepper sauce.
Okay,
that's my favorite. So if it's similar to that, it'll definitely. If not, let's do a.
You're in luck.
Let's do a battle. Yes,
he is Trini.
I'm looking forward to this.
How do you? And even then,
Soulicious.
Yeah, man, he came true. We did a turkey leg eating contest for October. We did a spicy rib eating contest in August of last year. Yeah. This time around, we're doing mac and cheese.
I'm sold. You know, Trini making it. I'm sold.
Yeah, man.
I can just imagine it being very good.
It's, like I said, I'll say it again. It's so worth the heat.
And so together with the group, you're saying the
Project Overkill.
Project Overkill.
Yes. Okay, so we have Elissa, who is equipped in the graphic design, and then
but you guys also make music, or you guys involved with
I'm the media entity of Project Overkill. So
how does it tie into the music scene?
Well, basically, it ties in because it's an art in itself, the crafting of these pieces. So we put on the show so people come out, but then in between the show, we also entertain and, advise or give, kind of something else to look at by having these other vendors there to get their shine where they otherwise may not. Because it's like, what opportunity does a vendor have to just vend?
Yes.
So this gives
they
them
need
an
opportunities. And what about artists that are going to be performing?
Artists, well,
talk about them.
Well, you see, this is the thing. I, as the Niagara branch of this event, have decided that I want, when Toronto comes down, for them to see some of the best that Niagara has to offer. Okay. So, in saying that, I believe that Toronto needs to see it. So this is where you come in. And this is where anybody who wants to be a part of this event would have to contact you.
Can I be honest? Like, I started booking this 3 weeks ago.
Ooh, so there might not be space for anything.
So people wanted to do something in Niagara.
Yeah.
And I pretty much have the roster. I'm looking for maybe just a couple more people.
Okay.
Because a couple people dropped out.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this because I really need to get my artists out of Toronto.
Yes.
But not just anywhere.
Yeah.
And that just goes with like any show. You don't want to just perform anywhere.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, let's talk about
because you know what I mean. We're in the control room right now. You can't really see what we're working with, but we are live from the 2021 Diamond Tier People's Choice Award-winning studio of Niagara. So, you know what I mean. We can talk a little bit about this with the tenure between us. What do we got? Like 60 years of music acumen between the two of us, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, let's go.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is not every opportunity is a good opportunity, right? And you can go 2 ways. One, you could go find out for yourself and pay the consequences of making a bad decision. And but when you're working with a team, especially with people that are a little more experienced,
Yes.
they already know who to work with, who not to work with at the same time.
Yes.
So it's kind of hard for a team member who is most invested into like making you look good to, and this goes for everybody,
Yeah.
just in every city, in every
It even
situation,
goes
right?
beyond music.
It goes
It
beyond
goes
music.
beyond
Yes,
music. This
yes,
is
yes,
business.
yes.
This is life we're talking about
This
now.
is stuff that you learn eventually. Some people have it naturally because it is a you know, it's for the real. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You eventually you become real if you chill out with real people. But since you're listening to us talk,
Yeah.
let's give it to them.
Let's give it to them.
Let's give
So
it to
yeah,
them.
man. And
So it is hard
yeah.
for someone who's trying to make you look good to agree with someone who doesn't have too much experience on why they should do something that'll make them look a little more lower class. Okay?
Yeah.
It's hard for someone to agree. It's hard. You're gonna have a million yes men at the same time in this industry.
Yeah, I think the problem is when the situation presents itself where attention of any form appears beneficial. So
Yes.
if I'm working with someone and they're not calling me and they haven't called me within a week, but there's someone else that's calling me every other day, that seems more appealing because I'm getting that attention. But it does that person who I'm not calling for that week doesn't know what I'm doing for them over the course of that week.
Yeah.
So they could be losing out on all of that work because the time that I get back to them, they've already agreed to do something with somebody else and they are not available for something which would have been more beneficial.
I guess it all comes down to the basic analogy, right? Everyone has a camera now
Yep.
on their phone, but not everyone is a photographer.
Mm.
Right? Everyone has a phone camera, or sorry, everyone has a camera right now, but not everyone gets $5,000 checks, or even $1,000, or even five, or even get paid.
Yeah.
Is the reason for that?
Yep.
There's a big reason for that, and why is that? Right? Because some people have skills beyond comprehension of just taking a picture. It's
the angle, the lighting, the
it's so
saturation, the
much, right?
ambiance. There's a lot that
And
goes
it's
into
stuff
it.
you don't see.
No.
It's stuff you don't see, right? When the guy actually takes the picture, though, right? The photographer, it's because he already took all of the accounts of what he needs to make it look good into the whole project, right? So it's definitely in the untrained eye.
Yeah.
Like anyone could do that. Anyone could take a picture, right?
Yep. All you do is hold the camera.
Yeah, but for trained people or people that have been around like what's up and know or understand what's up,
yeah,
they will get it. For everyone else, they have to learn, I guess, through experience. But when you're hanging with me, we're not going to make stupid mistakes.
No.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
I'm not saying we're not going to learn from each other and build, but I guarantee you, I will not be behind any move that's going to make you look more downgraded, especially if I'm trying to make all the effort to make you look good.
Yeah. It's like buying you a cake to smear it in your face. What? Doesn't make sense.
But like the other thing too, a couple of things that I ran into, all right, is the loyalty aspect of the game. Right now, artists are just being, especially because they're new, right? They don't know who to trust, who's who. So when 10 artists or 10 promoters, when 10 promoters ask an artist, hey, you want to perform, like the artist feels special. The artist feels special, like, yeah, you want me to perform, And it's not necessarily in the best interest to do those shows. But as the artist, like, yeah, I want to see like all the opportunities. I'm just saying, hey, everyone's more than welcome to go see whatever they want to see. It's not the route I'm going to be taking with my artists. I'm building a mighty roster of artists who want to progress faster than just people that just want to go wander aimlessly and without a plan and idea. You get what I'm saying? Um, this is going to be a good example of what experience brings to the table.
Oh man, I'm telling you, like we have, like I've been looking to work with a man of your caliber for quite some time, and I've worked out here with a few people, but like I don't recall the last time I've seen someone fill a bus the way you did. So you know what I mean? And these are things that are overlooked for some reason, because I think when you do something, it's like I'm on my 290th episode of my podcast. Of one podcast. I have 140 episodes of another podcast. We just scrolled through Yahoo. I have, when you type in hashtag literal effect, all capital, well, capital T, capital T, capital E, you see 3 pages of my content. But because it's so consistent, because it's so there all the time, people overlook it because they're used to it. So I think that might be what's happening. They just got used to us. So we gotta do something different. I think that's what we're about to do.
Everything comes down to staying with the times.
Yes.
Right? See, I was doing interviews and setting up podcasts for my artists over the winter. As soon as the venues opened up, the focus got switched over to shows. Right? But at the same time, I got so much experience in that whole podcast game that now we can just flip switches whenever we want. Right? So I'm looking forward to the Culture Shock festival, the community cookout, everything you guys are doing, because so far it looks like you guys are the leaders within your community. And I always love connecting with you guys because magic happens.
Yes. It's honestly, man, like I said, I feel like that gap between Niagara and Toronto has just been lessened. You know what I mean? Yes. So like this is about to be something of like I said, what I did by myself last year was memorable. This is, like you said, about to be magical. Yes. Like
I'm into magic and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm into like saying stuff into existence.
Manifestation. Yes.
So it's on June 25th.
June 25th. Starting at 12 p.m.
We're going to be here early. We're going to see it all for the beginning. And we'll be here with you.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here.
I brought another guest with me today.
Okay.
Kimmy B. Kimmy B.
Kimmy B.
Let's get you up in the...
Hey. Coming in with the bars.
I brought a guest with me.
Hey, okay. Have a seat.
Oh.
All right.
We don't know it's not a video.
No,
okay, so they can't see my cute guest.
I mean, we can make a video. You good if we go to video now?
I'm just joking around.
Okay. But yeah, so we're here with Kimmy B, live from the control room of Explosive North.
What's up?
Man, we chilling like we're feeling.
I've been watching a lot of Martin.
Oh man, that's my jam right there. Brown man for the 5th flow. You know what I mean? Actually, that reminds me, I have a script to write. Shit. Oh yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we're connecting. It's amazing. Like I was just hearing you and Freddie, and I'm looking to move here, so it's just I've been praying for like guidance and for God to like tell me where to go, because I'm like at a real crossroad in my life right now. And Freddie to call me, like I applied to live in Welland in Niagara, and so Freddie calls me this morning and says, you wanna drive out to Niagara today. And so here we are. I'm catching the vibe. I'm meeting you. You got all this amazing stuff going on. I'm an artist. I'm a writer, and I have, a lot of vision and aspirations. And it's nice to know that I'm coming to a place that has, people like yourself.
Oh, man.
So I'm inspired today.
I'm humbled, and your ambition, you like exude ambition with your, with your conversation. So I have to point that out. So a writer, an artist, and yeah, I honestly, well, it is on the come up, so to speak. Like they're building a sports facility just up the street from
Oh
here.
yeah,
Yeah, like I think it's supposed to be like one of the biggest sports facilities in the region.
really?
Yeah, and
What
we're
kind of teams are playing?
it's like different. I think it's like baseball, basketball, and
Get out of here!
soccer.
Get
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
here!
it's
And
like
I got boys, right? I got two boys,
yeah.
16 and 10.
Okay.
So they love basketball.
Oh
They
yeah.
love that.
There's
Amazing.
young sportsplex too, where they have like soccer and hockey and things like that.
Sweet.
So yeah, there's a lot of like even out here we have a lot of aquatic events.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
we love the water.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
Oh,
So,
we love the water.
hmm
Yes, so we're looking forward to it. So I am honestly deeply inspired today to come out here to this.
Okay.
Like, can you imagine?
Oh man.
Can you imagine? Like you're praying for a direction of where to go, and then you just get a call from
Lady, I've been looking for a female singer for quite some time. So for Freddie to have brought you down here makes him kind of a worker of divine principle.
That's really cool.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting here like, okay, because I was talking to one of the artists that I work with, Lushy Bantan, and there's a couple of songs there where we could use a female singer. And then, like, I believe it was Johnny Armani I spoke to about getting a female singer on one of the tracks. Plus, I have a song that, you know what I mean, could use a touch
Sweet.
of, a touch of
Well,
class.
even when you talk about writing a script.
Yeah.
Like, I have some things in that area that I want to work on. That would be a new journey for me, but like I have some ideas that I really believe need to be not just expressed in music, because the idea is just so powerful. I've written so many songs about it, but when you put it into music, sometimes it becomes preachy, or it's just not a song that people want to hear and vibe to, right? So I want to put it down visually into like a production. So it's cool to meet someone like you, or it's cool to meet you, not someone like you. It's cool to meet you, and I just know that I'm gonna meet more like-minded people as well. So
exactly.
That's why I say someone like yourself, because it sounds like you have a community of people you're working with. So
oh man, this community, it's taken like 10 years to cultivate, but this community is very supportive. I mean, there are like my neighbors, when we have these community cookouts, like I go around and I drop a letter in all of their mailbox, and usually the front line will come back and say, okay, well, we can do this, we can do that. And I mean, one neighbor lets us use her backyard as a green room, another neighbor lets us use his lighting. We have a couple neighbors that help out with like IT and all of that stuff. So it's been an interesting turnaround.
it's great.
Yeah. So when did you get started in the music?
Well, I've been wanting to do music my whole life,
Okay.
but I guess I wrote songs my whole life, and then I was about 24 when I recorded my first piece.
Okay.
But I went to college for studio engineering and stuff like that. So that was in 2008, 2009.
Okay.
And then when I graduated college, I started rapping, which I never thought I never wanted to be a rapper ever. I never even considered it. But I wrote bars because I was like a street kid and had like a crazy life. But so I always wrote my feelings down in bars, but I never considered rapping them. And then after college, I was recording people and I was making beats, and I just decided to jump on one of my own beats one day and record myself, and it turned out it sounded really good, and I liked it, and realized that's something I was maybe meant to do, and then I do my R&B as well. Yeah. Like I said to you, it's been a while. I've had a couple songs on radio. Like my first single made it to radio. It's called "I Made It," and it hit radio, FM, right, like Christian FM radio. It's a really positive track. And my second song made it to urban radio. Okay. Shout out Vibe 105.5 and Life 100.3 for supporting me. And so I put out an album. I'm working on more music now with my producer and engineer Jeff McCulloch and Joel J.J. Joseph. We're working on some music stuff. But it's been a great. It just keeps going, now, it's interesting. It's interesting. You just got to keep riding the wave, man. You can't give up. You know, no matter how old you get, I'm 36 now. I've been doing this a minute, but there's been little successes there, and you know, it's like keeps you going. You know, you just gotta keep every once you climb, like you know, once you get to the top of a staircase or even the middle, like, and you look back and like little steps sometimes just seem like little steps, but then after a while you look back and you realize, oh, I've climbed half a staircase. I've climbed, you know, like I've climbed pretty far. What are you gonna do? Just stop in the middle of the thing? No, you gotta keep going, right?
True.
Or you go down. You gotta go up. So, yeah.
That's a deep philosophy.
Mm.
All right. So yeah, I mean, like, we got so much happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. And was there anything else you wanted to say?
So you can find me at Kimmy B Fly. My album is called Fly. I'm Kimmy B, Kimmy space B. I got some music on every major platform. You can find me. And yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Kids sound like they're getting along.
Mm-hmm. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter's cool. She's a comedian. Like my daughter.
Yeah, kid, I'm telling you, they do the darndest things. It's just like, occasionally it's like, did you just? Oh, you did. Okay. Wait a minute. You know what I mean? Getting to stare down from the dog. What kind of dog is it?
He's a toy fox terrier and a chihuahua. Called
Toy
Taco Terrier.
Taco Terrier. Is that as big as he's gonna get?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could get one of those.
Yeah,
You don't
he's
need.
a forever puppy. That's like a forever
Yeah.
puppy. He's a good puppy. Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. Okay, well, don't let me keep you.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Thank you
It's
for
been a
having me.
pleasure. Thank you for coming through. This has
Shout
been.
out to all the people on your podcast.
Yes, yes. Shout out for those watching live, those listening later. You can catch us on Expose the North on YouTube. And check out sharetheshock.ca for the latest, for the soon-to-be greatest in the status. Oh, man. Yeah, we done. Add this to your playlist. Bless up. We